Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Corporal Higgimus, 4th class, and I'm a Giff Fire.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a fighter of some sort.
Hey, I'm Ockar. I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin. Ugh, I'm tired.
I always think the Corporal 4th class. I play Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Hi, I'm Zaka. I play Lafdul Meanblade, a mischiefmaker thief. He's one of a kind.
What's your title this week?
He who misplaces forks. I don't know. He needs a new holy symbol. He's lost it somehow. He doesn't know how.
Yeah, it is about time for you to get a new one. Alright, well, let me go ahead and bring you guys over to the Rocket Brawl map, just because. So, last session, you got back to Brawl, before continuing your journey on to see if you can find this magical tree that Higgimus has been dreaming about. There was some purchasing of items last time, but I know that there was some talk about some other things that you guys wanted to do, or a few people wanted to do before actually shoving off. So,
yeah,
let's get to that. Lafdul, you wanted to hit back up with the Thieves Guild, see if they had gotten any more information.
I elbow Levy. What's your master's name again? That might be important for me. What's your master's name again? It begins with T, doesn't it? I look like a right idiot otherwise. I'm sure I wrote a note down. I swear I did. Where's my... Hang on.
Your notebook? I don't know. T.
Yeah.
Your
master. I was doing research on your master to find out if you had any information on where you came from, etc.
Hang on.
Yeah, yes.
Lever's master is Mr. T.
Yeah, I think I had a T on his name. Hang on, I'm looking for my notes to see if I had it written down.
No.
Did he used to say,
No.
I ain't going on no Spelljammer?
No.
Is it not T?
It is T. TH.
T? No, I do not have it written down as notes. Not that I can see. Lever, help me. What's your master's name?
Thoriax.
What? Can you spell that for me? Or type it? Copy it, paste it.
Just a moment.
It's going to look so contradictory if I start saying the wrong name. Alright, Thoriax. Yeah, that name's familiar.
I love how I didn't help you with this.
No, I got Levy to bail me out.
And I had no idea what he was talking about, so...
Yeah, I'm doing this mysterious favor for you. You know, you don't know.
All right, so you head over to the Thieves Guild. You pay your dues, and let them know.
Another 50 gold.
Let them know what you've been doing.
Yeah. I don't know. Let them know everything.
Shouldn't be more than that.
It depends on what I've been doing. Last time it was 70 because I took down a sea dragon. It's 75. And this time we didn't really Beholderkin. They're not as extravagant.
Well, part of it, I mean, what did I give you for the monthly?
You never really gave me one. You just said, you know, it's based on what you've been doing.
Well, there's also, I guess there should be a monthly dues thing as well.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't very much at the start. That started out as like a 5 gold or something, but you never gave me a fixed amount.
All right, they're upping it to 100 now. I mean, for the time, not monthly, but that's what you owe now.
What for thingy?
For the last time, since the last time you were here.
10 platinum.
All right,
well,
so
in a couple of months.
You pay a visit to Samara again, and
I have her name written down.
Yay! I had her name written down too, which is not something I always do.
Yeah, I got Warif and stuff.
So she greets you as you enter her
Hello.
little office. I do actually have some information for you. Give me just a moment to see what I did with it. She shuffles through some papers, turns around, and pulls some notes out of some sort of envelope behind her, and turns back to face you.
I am not stealing from a thieves' guild. Oh, I know you gave me a chance there. When you said turn her back, I was like, nope, 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 not happening.
So, she quickly scans over the notes and then says, the information that I was able to discover since the last time you were here was that Thoriax was apparently visited Brawl somewhere around 30 years ago. I was not able to determine whether he was a regular visitor or not, or if this was his only visit. But what I was able to discover was that he inquired after some sort of small statuette. I don't have much information about that, but it had been sold by one of the fences operating here on Brawl at the time. The fence had apparently already sold it at that point, and I have no further information about whether he was able to acquire that object. And I don't know if it is related or not, but apparently that fence disappeared some months later. He may have left, that happens sometimes, may have gotten on the wrong side of some people and fled, or, of course, he may have been
That might have been
murdered.
That item.
Well, I mean, he was a fence.
Yeah.
I was also able to discover that he had some sort of dealings, Thoriax, I mean, had some sort of dealings with the Illithids here, but exactly what, I do not know. You would need to take it up with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite useful to know. I thank her.
Would you like me to continue my inquiries? I may be able to find some other information.
Yeah, I'd front the additional cost of that. I'm going to be out of town for a little while longer.
It will require
just a
significantly more digging, so I will need a further payment of about 500 gold pieces.
Alright, I give her a trade bar. I assume she'll accept that.
Yeah, she will. Thank you very much. I will see what information I can further dig up.
I thank her, and this has been most enlightening. I can't remember if I told her about a levy or not. I just
think
say
you
that
tried to keep it, you know, kind of on the
vague.
hush-hush,
Yeah, no, because I didn't want to mention. Otherwise, she'd be snooping into her.
Well,
she may have, but
maybe.
I wouldn't be aware of it just yet.
Of course,
Yeah, so
she may already know.
yeah, well, she already knew. Well, basically, yeah, I just thank her. I said this is quite illuminating.
I hope it is of some help to you, and I will see what else I can figure out. I will not be dealing with the Illithids, however.
No, that's fine. It's as long as I had a lead somewhere to start on my own, really.
All right.
This is just of a personal nature.
Indeed, indeed. I will see you when you return from your next trip.
Yep, those voyages can get a bit tedious at times.
Oh, I know. Why do you think I stay here?
Yeah, well, my deity, Everin, likes me to travel around. Can't be staying in one place for too long.
She goes back to making some notes on a piece of paper, which is pretty clearly a, sign of dismissal.
Yeah. Shrug. I just wander off.
Okay. Leave
Just
her
make
office.
small talk in a guild.
Okay.
figure out what's happening while other people are doing other things?
You hear about the latest goings on. You share what you've been doing with the higher ups in the guild, so that they know what exactly that you've been off Brawl, that kind of thing. And
I mentioned that there's no thieves guilds on the arcade, and that comes a bit of a surprise to me.
On Refuge, yeah, one of them kind of nods. Yeah, we'd heard that they can be a bit rough with people caught thieving and the like.
Yeah, it was a bit too close for comfort for my sake.
Do you actually relate what you were doing, that you were trying to? I mean, obviously not that you were trying to get a holy symbol.
No,
but
I was just up to. I was just getting a lay of the land, seeing if there's any opportunities, kind of thing. That's how I'm shaping it. I'm not saying if I'm successful or not. I'm just leaving it there. I'm leaving it vague.
Okay. All right. They they kind of you get some small talk. They give you some of the gossip and local news, but nothing seems particularly interesting or relevant to your current predicament.
Yeah, no, I wasn't inquiring anyway. So it's just literally just ongoings or whatever.
Yep. Okay.
All right. I assume carry on one of the party members or whatever.
Yep. Who is next? Who had some other things that they wanted to do?
Big Mac, wasn't it?
I've got a list.
No.
Oh, goody.
Should I get some popcorn?
Sort of. Okay, so Braxon wants to get some numbers made.
Yeah, you can just you talked to me about that. That can just come out of the basic materials and the resupply and everything like that.
Okay. Well, I was going to get him to get them made into little lights. So should I get that done on Brow or
with continual light spells?
Me and Lava can both do it.
Yeah, I mean, you might want to talk to them then. Otherwise, you're looking at a few hundred gold pieces.
Okay, you might do that later then.
We do it cheaper.
Cheaper? Yes, that's something Lafdul might say, but from Leva? From your trusted companion Braxon, he'd rush in to save your life. At a moment's notice, so he just won't be blind in the darkness, so he can see what he's doing. He can see to save you, and you're just gonna charge him.
You have to think of Leva as sitting there with a book, barely listening, hearing, continual light, expensive, several hundred gold. She says, "Oh, we can do it cheaper. Get back to a book."
Yeah, it didn't cost us a penny.
She doesn't even know what it was about. She just said, "We can do it cheaper than it's a few hundred gold."
All right, well,
one gold less than whatever they're offering.
So you can get those numbers made. Well, I should say, if you want the numbers made out of wood, that's pretty cheap. Otherwise, did you want them out of metal? I should have asked, actually.
Oh, these figurines.
Yes. I don't think it makes much difference.
Oh no, please don't tell me the Giff.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay, it would then.
Lafdul would not be happy with miniature Giff statues around the ship.
So you would want them out of metal?
No, wood.
No, wood. Okay, all right. Then you can make that. You can do that yourself. Just out of ship supplies, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, if Braxon, are you planning on getting that stuff continual lighted?
Yeah.
You might want to get it made out of metal then, because metal will last longer than wood.
Yeah, but that's along the lines of metal will last many hundreds of years rather than 80 to 120 years.
Oh, okay.
Continual light eats away at the material so slowly. I mean, like the rules don't actually give you a time frame because it's so slowly that even really fragile material, like a lot of fragile material, is likely to rot or disintegrate before the continual light spell eats away at it.
Okay. Does it eat away at the details?
It would, but again, I mean, it's so slow.
Yeah, like faded, corroded.
Like, well, I mean, you keep in mind that continual light is as bright as sunlight, so you don't really want to look right at it. Not because it's going to hurt you directly, like it's not going to cause blindness or anything like that, but you ever stared at a light bulb and then looked away and you got that after image? It's kind of like that.
So you're not going to give a warning to your audience not to stare at a light? No disclaimer, you know.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
do
not.
this at home, kids.
I'm not.
Warning. Warning, do not look directly at any fire bodies.
Well, it doesn't matter. If you look at the light bulb, you don't get blinded, and everybody should know to not look at the sun.
Right.
It does matter if you're on an ADIA.
I take my statements back.
That's fine.
If we look at the sun in what's it called? Spelljammer space? No.
Wild space?
Space is like, yeah, wild space. Is the sun as light as here?
Yes, but there's no actual rules for blinding. You would just not actually look directly at it. And probably when you're out in space, it doesn't function quite the same way.
Okay.
So
we don't need that warning.
I'm not going to worry about it. The point that I was making, is that if you get it out of wood and you get continual light on it, chances are you will get a new ship or you'll retire or something like that before it's destroyed by the continual light spell. So
Yeah, you're right there. There's rules about slowly cooking to death when you land on a sun, but not being blinded by it.
Right.
Okay. Let's put it this way. I promise. Levad promises faithfully to replace the continual light if it ever turns off.
Okay.
He'll be dead by then.
How do you know? We are
He's
long
a
lived.
human!
We are long lived.
I'll be dead by then.
All right. So so that's taken care of. What was next?
Okay. So Braxon needs to go visit 3 people.
Okay.
He needs to. Sorry.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Yeah, he's going to kill them. Braxon.
Oh, right. No, not that sort of visiting. So he needs to visit someone to purchase some lime trees.
Okay.
Limewood's quite light, isn't it?
I don't know, but
he can go around and have a look. If there isn't any, he'll.
I remember you.
Put
The reason why I asked this because ages ago I had some limewood strips, and I can't remember the reasoning behind it. They were specifically limewood. I think they were durable. Or something.
Oh no, that was from the Thief's Handbook, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure if limewood is actually from lime trees, though. I don't know one way or the other. Sometimes with plants, just because it's limewood or something like that doesn't always mean that it's actually the same thing. So, just FYI. I don't know whether that's true. But, okay, so you wanted to get some lime trees. How many were you looking at?
Braxon was thinking about filling up Higgimus's balcony with them. So there's plenty of limes for the ship and some fresh air.
So how many are you thinking of?
I don't know. How many would that take?
Well, let's see.
I mean, I don't know how big they
like
are.
a 5-foot square, was it? Or...
4 fit into a 5-foot by 5-foot square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They need to be like a walkway. Is it?
Yeah, it's in thousands.
Oh, one of the squares is going to be taken up with the patio furniture.
Not with like a bombard or something, a personal bombard.
I don't think they make those.
So that would
Custom
be
order.
you could completely fill that area with 32 small lime trees.
Right.
So you're looking at your bank at the moment?
How much would that cost?
And
are they available?
Think that they would have 32 of these available.
Right.
Yeah, you'd have to order or breed them or something, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Why lime in particular?
Because Braxon's book said that lime's good for avoiding scurvy.
Oh, is that something we have to worry about?
I mean, it's something...
Get scurvy, do you?
In terms of game rules, no, but in terms of role-playing, then yeah.
Okay.
I got a few berry bushes, but yeah. Magical C vitamin boosters.
Okay, so he'll go around the places that might sell lime trees to see if he can pick up any leads on whether anyone has them.
All right. You do find a shop that has 4 small ones available.
Okay.
So that would fill up a 5x5 area of greenery.
I have to cast plant growth on them at some point, actually.
Which would be an extra man day of water for those plants.
Mm-hmm. So, how much are these?
They would run 200 gold pieces each.
200 gold
800.
pieces each.
Yeah, so 800.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, do you reckon Lafdul would have tagged along? Because Lafdul's already bought some trees.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
say I would.
Well, would Braxon say that he was going out to do this, and would then Lafdul have wanted to tag along?
Lafdul would have wanted to tag along, but only if Braxon mentioned it to him. No, he's just looking for an opportunity to steal New Honey symbol, so.
Well, didn't you go off to do something else?
Yeah, I did, but it depends on how early in the day you did that. If it's like the first thing, then no, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'd have got up early, but you might have seen him walking up and down the streets.
Yeah, then yeah, I would have also gone early, so obviously I'm not there then. Shame.
Right, so, well, you can
Steal a trowel.
steal a trowel.
Why not?
You can try and tag along if you want.
No, I'm not there, so it doesn't make sense for me to be there.
Right. Let's think 800 gold.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got more than 800 gold.
Okay.
He'll,
You should have a lot more than 800 gold.
He does, yeah, because he was going to buy asteroids. Manufacturing. That didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So what did you want next?
So he needs to go look for a priest or priestess of what's the name?
Is it someone we know or is it someone we don't know?
Priest or priestess of Narilis Analor.
Oh, Gloriana's deity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as a minor elven faith, they're not terribly common.
Right.
Beloriana is actually the only one of her deity on Brawl right now, and she's in a coma.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Is there any sort of pantheon priests that would? I
mean, there's priests of other elven deities.
Yeah. He'll ask around and see.
You have one in the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on what time of the day, because Lafdul will be at the Thieves Guild still. It depends. If it's been like a few hours, then yeah, then I'd be back.
It would have taken quite a while to get those trees purchased and then delivered.
All right,
and
yeah,
everything
then
like that.
I'll be back at the party or whatever.
Well, Braxton's thinking we've got a new ship, and last time Ockar got it, got a sort of launching naming ceremony, and we haven't had one for this ship. I don't even know if we've got a new name yet.
Oh, you know what? That's
So-
why I forgot. I do have the champagne for it.
Okay.
Oh, you
So
want to do
Braxton-
it in his name for
Yeah,
the
so-
quest?
Yeah. Braxton thought that would be lucky.
So
So, So
Uh,
Braxton,
So if you want to, if you go to the Elven Forest and ask around, let them know what you want, then one of the priests of Corellin the Rethian will tell you that by their deity they are authorized to perform ceremonies in the name of every other deity within the pantheon.
oh
yeah,
great,
so
he
that head
yeah.
of
he
our
shakes the
religion.
hand. He shakes his hand at the elf that's helped him and said, "How much would it cost for a launching ceremony? We're going on a divine quest
Oh, they know about it.
to find a tree. So it's important that everything's in order."
Oh,
A blessing.
it would cost nothing, but a donation would of course be always welcome.
Yes. What's the typical sort of donation?
Yeah, what you want to offer? What just
Yeah, that's up to you. You decide what you're donating.
Okay.
I would say, do you want me to offer a suggestion, or do you have a vague idea what you're going to go with?
Well,
Well, right now I think Braxon is alone on this.
I was getting ready to ask him if he would have told us that he planned on doing this.
He wouldn't have been able to see the priest without me, so at least I would have gone with him.
I would have
Wow,
said...
he would have been at the front door.
I didn't say that he wasn't able to see the priest without you, so...
Alright, fair enough. Sorry, I thought this was an exclusive club to the elves. Mr. No Pointy Ears is allowed to come, you know.
Braxton, would you have told anybody that you were going to ask about that?
I don't think he would have.
would've.
He's been doing a bit of studying and working out what to do.
Okay. Then I won't help you with etiquette or telling you can take it out of the company funds.
Oh yeah. No, he wasn't thinking of taking out the company funds. He
I
might.
would have suggested that, but you didn't tell me, so.
Yeah.
Nope. How much do you want to donate?
Braxton says, well, I used to be quite poor. I grew up on one of the asteroids nearby farming. I've come into more money lately. I don't know about these things. How does 100 gold sound?
He's quiet for a moment and says, we typically get donations of significantly higher, especially when there's a divine quest involved. The
Okay.
more blessing of the gods you have, the more divine
Big
luck you
ribs.
have, the better.
Okay. 500?
Oh,
That's more in line with what's normal.
I was going to suggest like 200 to 300, but I'm not there, so.
Okay, 600.
No,
don't
you
want-
said 500.
Yeah, he just said that's
Yeah.
more in
He-
line with what's acceptable. That's he's agreeing to
he's
that.
accepted that.
He agreed to 500. You would understand that that's
Okay.
that's an agreement.
Okay. Fair enough.
Right.
Thank you very much.
He collects some items, some holy water, some incense, and a few other lay priests, and they basically tell you to wait while they gather all this, and then once they're ready, he says to you, "Please lead on to your ship."
Thank you.
Here's a question. Would I know to venerate this, so to speak? Because it's part of my pantheon.
I mean, if you get back, then you'd be welcome to join in.
Yeah, I would be back. Yeah, no, I would join in.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think Higgimus would be at the ship right now. I think he would be at the office or something.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna miss this.
I think Braxon would head past the office.
You just send a runner.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Well, I think he'll have a couple of Giff with him because he was planning to buy stuff. He'd need someone to carry trees and stuff.
Oh,
Those were already delivered, though.
Oh, they were delivered.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That's already taken care of.
Right.
And your Giff are not porters.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're warriors.
Yeah.
They're
They'll do it
strong
in a
enough.
pinch, but they're not.
Yeah.
That's not what he signed up for.
Right.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So they follow you down to the docks.
Yeah, I think Braxton would swing past the office
Okay.
on the way down because it's pretty much mostly on the way.
All right. You swing by the office to collect Higgimus.
If he's there, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would be. Doing paperwork, filing reports, and all that whatnot.
It's like, hey, Higgimus, shenanigans. Come, watch, fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've arranged a blessing for our ship. Have we got a name yet?
Oh, I was thinking something along the lines of like the Blade, or something
The
like
Blade.
that. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh,
So, in other words, you guys have taken a full trip through the Phlogiston and Wild Space without a name on the ship.
Yeah, which is unlucky. Which is why.
Extremely unlucky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Braxton wants to get this sorted out.
I
immediately.
should have defaulted to giving us an encounter, a forced
That's it.
encounter.
I honestly think we should name it the Blade.
Yeah, that's what you just said. But well, here's a question I want to bring to the party. If I assume we've all gathered up just before this is happening about the naming, because isn't Neuralis's symbol like a shield? Couldn't we do something that evolved around that if we're especially getting the ship blessed under his name, so to speak?
The specific name doesn't need to be related at all. No.
Oh yeah, I know, but it's kind of like the motto, like a broken. We're like something of the broken sword, but maybe we could like deviate a bit, be something of broken shield or something.
Well, I mean, you're the company of the Broken Sword.
We kind of have a theming going with the name.
Yeah, we deviated for the last ship and called it the Liberator.
But
All right,
that
fair
wasn't,
enough. I offered
that
my
wasn't a
suggestion.
permanent ship. That was a temporary ship.
Yeah. So are we going to call this one the Blade or the Blade to do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Broken blade?
would
It's not broken yet.
would
Only a matter of time.
would Braxton know what a moon blade was?
No.
I don't think he would he?
Ooh.
No.
Oh, Lafdul would, I think. No, actually, I don't know. Maybe you might have heard.
Yeah,
about
but Braxton wouldn't have asked. No, Lafdul.
Lafdul, you definitely would, especially considering your...
Yeah, I'm from Evermeet.
Yeah.
Like as elvish as elves get.
But
It's like legends to me, though.
no, I mean they're not. I mean the details and stuff like that. But I mean, you know of people on Evermeet who have moonblades.
Oh.
So I mean, you don't know them personally, but there are people on Evermeet known to have moonblades. I mean, basically all of the big families have one. You know, some of them have been lost over time, et cetera, but, I mean, yeah. I mean, a moonblade is common knowledge to an elf from Evermeet. Now, that said, you know, I mean, name it something that you want to name it, but, you know, something that you would want to use for long term, not because you're doing this thing, you know, I mean.
Yeah. No, well, we were doing parts of a sword.
Right, but it doesn't
So
have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be related to the adventure that you're about to go on or anything like that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking of something we should. I thought it was semi-related. It doesn't matter. Disregard, you know, the blade's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Blade to do.
What are you going to name
Higgimus
the
will say
shuttle?
that he needs to grab his bottle of champagne, but he'll be over there.
Okay. What did you want to name the shuttle?
Oh. The point?
How about the dagger?
Yeah, I suppose. It's a bit...
The hilt, maybe?
The main gauche.
We had it. The main goose.
Yeah, but we would be saying main gouge or something, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to name it. I was just joking.
The hilt or something different?
Didn't we call off? Didn't we call
We
off
had the
first
pommel.
one? We had the
No,
pommel.
we called the first one the pommel.
Oh, yeah. If the boat is the hilt, and the main ship is the blade, they become a sword when they come together. That's so naffly. That's so naff, but lovely.
I'm looking at the picture here, and the tip of the blade is called dibok.
The dibok.
Yeah, you might want to go.
D-I-B-O-K.
You might want to go for something that people can, you guys can remember and stuff like that.
We were after a few times.
I like it being a hilt now, because we got a hilt and a blade, and they come together. And when we launch the shuttle, we break the sword.
And there's a broken sword.
And when it comes back, it becomes a whole sword. It's like it was all planned.
All right.
Does that sound good, people?
Yeah, I guess. It's so cringeworthy.
It's very cringeworthy, very cheesy, but it's great.
Okay, so you arrive down at the docks at your ship, Higgimus in tow. Probably the rest of the party would be at the ship already, either doing some getting their personal cabins fixed up a little bit more or whatever. The priest of Corellin the Rethian confers with Braxon and Higgimus, learns the name so that he can incorporate it into the prayers, and then he gets started. Higgimus, when you mentioned that your champagne and your ritual of christening, which of course you wouldn't call it christening, but whatever, he
Would it contradict?
Hmm?
Would it contradict? Sorry, I'm guessing you.
Well, no, but christen is from Christ.
No,
Not exactly something that.
contradicting.
Oh no! I mean, no, it wouldn't interfere with the ritual. It would be relatively common for some of these rituals to be a little bit mishmashed depending on who's involved and stuff like that. So when Higgimus mentions the champagne, the priest nods and tells you that he will let you know at the appropriate point in the ritual to use your champagne.
Excellent.
Then he gets started. He starts by burning some incense, and then the lay priests behind him start to sing. Lafdul, you're welcome to join in with the singing.
Yeah, I will join in.
Okay.
It's a priestly thing to do.
And he begins reciting a lengthy prayer in Elvish, burning the incense, sprinkling some holy water over the bow of the ship. After about 20 minutes, he concludes, and he nods to you, Higgimus.
All right, I'll do the champagne thing.
Okay. You smash the bottle of champagne on the bow, and as that happens, the priest gives a loud clap with his hands, and turns to the rest of you and says, "It is done. Your ship has been blessed."
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Always happy to assist those who have our interests at heart. And he and the other priests bow once again slightly and leave.
Braxton thanks all the priests in Elvish.
They nod, and as they're leaving. All right, your ship is now christened.
Yay!
And named.
And named, yes, officially.
Yeah.
You can kind of sense like a wave of relief rolls over the crew members.
Yeah, that was just something I completely forgot about. Left,
yes, Lafdul mentions to the crew. Yeah, you know, he's never been quite the same since he was brought back. just give him time.
He's got to get the old hamster wheels going.
Okay. Anything else that you guys wanted to do?
Yeah, Braxon holds up his finger and says, "Gotta go. Got a couple more things I need to do."
Lafdul's bored. He wants to tag around.
Okay.
If it's not too personal.
This is probably the end of this day, so you're looking at doing that the next day.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So next day starts. What did you want to go off and do?
Braxon gets up and goes off to. I don't know if Lafdul's going to follow him, but he gets up quite early.
Yeah, that's fine. What are you doing, actually? It depends on what you're doing.
Well, if you follow him, you'll find out, because he sort of hustles off early. He says, "Hello, Lafdul."
Yeah.
I'm off now.
No. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, wait up.
Oh, yeah. I'm, well, see, we've got more Giff now. It's very important. Reading in the book. Very important. Industrial relations. Very important. Very important.
Lafdul's got a cocked eyebrows. He doesn't understand, but he's just agreeing.
Giff like military stuff, so I was wondering if maybe medals would help.
Oh.
So I thought I'd see if I could
smoke
find...
powder, though.
They do, they do, don't they? Yeah. But they get paid smoke powder anyway. Just wondering.
Like his trophies.
Yes, and rather than have bits of dead creatures hanging around, medals might be nicer. Less risk of smells.
What are you on about? Lafdul protrudes his.
Well, you cut arms and legs off of creatures. You leave them hanging around. It's not nice, is it? Although that manticore tail was quite,
I'm sure they do the same to
only,
us. They get a puppet of Braxon's head. He's like, hey, I'm Braxon. I make ships.
If only I'd understood the correct way to use a manticore tail, that could have made a good weapon. Anyway, yeah. So I was wondering if there might be a Giff officer that could advise us.
All right, so the pair of you head off to the Giff district, and
Don't ask Higgimus.
Nope. And you look for some of the higher-ranking Giff, and you do find a small mercenary company who that is not currently, like actively employed. Who's willing to discuss what your interests are?
Oh, hi. My name's Braxon. I'm from the company of the Broken Sword. We have a number of Giff on our ship, including our captain, who's Corporal Higgimus, 4th class, I think he is. It's a bit hard to keep track with your ranks because you have so many of them. Anyway, we recently fought a battle in the underground of a house involving some beholder-like creatures, and I was wondering if medals would be appropriate.
As you're saying that, you notice that the Giff gets a very confused look on his face when you mention that it's hard to keep track of the ranks, but that passes once you move on from that.
Them.
No, not insult. It's just like, the kind of thing like, what do you mean hard to keep track of? That's like the easiest thing in the world kind of look, But it passes as you move on to the other topics, and he says, beholders, yes, worthy opponents. Always good to get a good rousing fight against them. Well, I mean, you know, medals are always appreciated by any Giff. I mean, if you want to give some out, let's see. I mean, there's medals of valor. There's medals of skills at arms. You know, I mean, you know, what did they do good? What did they shine at? You know, what do you want to reward them for?
Well, they kept us alive, and they helped us win the battle.
Well, yeah, but that's Giff.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
All of them pushed themselves almost beyond the line of duty. You know, he was barely standing, but he just refused to give up. This one Giff that was like nearly dead.
Well, yeah, but that's Giff. I mean, you know, it's what do you want to reward them for? What do you want to praise them for? You know, there's all kinds of medals.
Valorous combat skills, prowess.
All right, valor. Well, let's see. There's valor with melee weapons. There's valor with smoke powder. There's valor with wheellocks. There's valor with arquebuses. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of valorous deeds. You know, what kind of valorous deeds did they do?
They did one with melee, didn't they?
Yeah.
So he basically like rattles off a whole wide variety of medals that you could.
Great valorous
and it's
melee
like
combat.
It pretty quickly starts to like run together, go over your head, like kind of like what you were saying about it's hard to keep track of all of the you know, Giff ranks. You come to realize that it's pretty hard to keep track of all the different valorous deeds that Giff consider worthy of a medal.
Yeah, Lafdul's wondering why he tagged along now.
This sounds more tricky. Yes.
So, word of DM here is you can decide what you want the medal to be.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Basically, there's a medal for it. whatever it is you want to do, you can make it as lengthy, as crazy sounding as you want. There's a medal for it.
Right.
You should really ask Higgimus, because if anyone knows those things, then it's Higgimus. I mean, you wouldn't want to give a medal to someone and they look at it and stare blankly and say, "What's that for?"
Yeah, Braxon was thinking of Higgimus getting one as well, because he's Giff.
Well, see, I mean, when you give the medal, you say, you know, for et cetera, I present to you this medal, you know, kind of thing. You would name what it's for when you give it to them.
Right. So what about campaign medals?
Well, I mean, they weren't on a campaign.
No. Well, it was just the Battle of the Underground Eye.
Campaigns are that's war.
First successful mission. Is that a thing?
I mean, yeah, it's a thing if they're 6 years old.
Right.
Right. Don't want to insult them.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to insult them. So I'll have to think more on this.
Well, I mean, what do you want to reward them for? That's the question.
Just winning the fight.
What specific thing do you want to reward them for?
Courageous valor, I assume. You know.
He lists off at least 30 different courageous valor medals. You know, there's courageous valor in the face of overwhelming odds. There's courageous valor in the face of unconditional surrender, kind of. Yeah, I mean, they're like things that you've never even heard of before. Courageous valor medals. Goes on and on.
This confuses Braxon very much. And he says perhaps a commendation would be more appropriate.
Oh yeah, I mean commendations. I mean again we've got commendations for, and he goes and lists off another 40 different commendations that you could give out. just make something up.
Okay.
As Fern said in the chat, just make something up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. For valor in the face of dangerous monsters.
Of the dangerous Higgimus. It's got to be something to do with Higgimus. Come on. He turned on them, and they took him down. For putting their command on.
Valor in the face of a mind-controlled companion. Oh yeah, we got one for that. We got one for that.
Okay, I'll do.
Okay, you want those for the 5 Giff Marines?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much would it cost to get those drawn up and presented in the correct manner?
Well, let's see. I think I've got some of those here that I could draw for you. That would be fine. Usually runs about 30 gold pieces each.
Uh-huh. And would that normally come with a charge of smoke powder or anything?
No, that's normal pay.
Give out yourself.
Yeah, no. I mean, would I need to provide a charge of smoke powder to them?
Well, I mean, if you want to show your true appreciation, of course.
Right.
25 gold on top of each one.
Yeah. Is there anything like a little gift box with smoke powder in?
Why would you put smoke powder in a gift box?
To keep it clean.
Well, if you're not keeping your smoke powder clean, then you should be drummed out of the ranks.
That's true.
You need to use the smoke powder, you know.
Yeah. What does it come in?
Little pouch. You've got a gun.
Pouch.
Yeah.
You use a gun.
I've got a gun. Yeah, I have got a gun, so I know.
Yeah, they come in little pouches.
Okay, so we had 5 Giff.
Just basically 150 gold.
So 30 gold pieces for each commendation. I'll probably skip doing one for Higgimus then.
Well, I mean, you could choose another medal.
Oh, is there a commendation for battling against being controlled by a mind-controlling monster?
Not if they succumb to it.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. So 30 gold pieces times 5.
No, I mean, if he was a commander, then we've got a whole host of leadership medals. And he starts listing off. You quickly stop him once he hits about 20.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll get the commendations for the fellow against the mind-controlled person.
Yep. And
Braxon will go pick up some smoke powder charges.
Did you also want to get a medal for Higgimus?
What have they got?
He starts listing off the exact same leadership ones that he started before. You stopped him earlier at when he got to around 20.
Mm.
So he keeps
going.
Make
up something again.
Yes, make something up. That's what I'm getting at.
Making it way too complicated.
Right.
Have you got one for combat against a dragon? Because he beat a dragon turtle.
Yeah, that's not a dragon though.
All right. Have you got one? Have you got one about?
Braxon's lying a little.
Have you got one for beating a dragon turtle?
Is that like a demi-human, like compared to a human?
No, not really.
Because there was an incident where a dragon turtle was trying to destroy a ship.
Have ones for, like, generally against a specific creature type.
Yes. Well, what would be appropriate for a creature of that type that threatened the entire ship?
Give me an intelligence check. And your intelligence is?
Something. It's higher up the character sheet. It's
Aren't
14.
you like a 14 or something? Yeah.
14. Yeah.
All right. As you're running this over in your mind, you think Higgimus didn't actually kill the dragon turtle.
Right.
Inglorious defiance of the dragon turret. I'll do.
What I'm saying,
he just recruited it.
what I'm saying is that giving someone a medal, giving a Giff a medal for something that they didn't actually do.
Yeah, it's an insult
Yeah.
or bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lie.
That's why I was thinking of defiance of the dragon turret or something, or the cleverest scheming seems a bit
Well,
underdog for them.
he did trick it into he tricked it into attacking our enemies.
Okay, you expand upon that.
Maneuvering.
I mean,
So
You convinced it to attack the
all right.
others.
So
Something,
I'm
something to do with maneuvering.
hold on. I'm opening this up to all players. You know, even though you're not there, throw out
Yeah.
an idea. Like, I mean, this is taking too long.
I think Higgimus has earned a medal by convincing the turtle dragon to actually attack the guys that we wanted it to attack. So he showed a particularly wise way of leadership and charisma. So there.
All right. Leadership by manipulating. Let's see.
See, I was going to say
Getting
manipulating.
the
'Cause
turtle
that seems a
dragon
bit
to actually do
underdog.
something that it
Underhanding.
didn't want to do in the very beginning.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very gift thing to do, though, does it?
leadership.
Turning potential foes into potential allies is, you know, even by subterfuge, is absolutely a reasonable thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, manipulating might not be a great word.
Convincing. Never manipulated. He convinced the other guy.
Maintaining the course of justice? Or something along that line?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, maybe the slavers were doing injustice and they were bribing the dragon turtle or something?
Alright, I'm coming up with something. Give me just a second.
No.
Is a dragon turtle evil by design?
Your
you
mic died.
Yeah, your mic's having a problem. Your mic's having a problem, like the connection got...
It's fine now. You did something. Oh no.
Nope.
It's doing it again.
Might need to unplug and replug and then...
Is that Big Mac?
Oh, yeah, I think that's Big Mac.
Alright. One of you... Big Mac, you speak to him.
No.
Yeah, it's Big Mac.
Yeah, it's Big Mac. Big Mac,
that.
disconnect your...
Yeah.
disconnect from Discord, reconnect your microphone, and then connect back in.
Yeah. We thought it was Levy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have this medal in just a second. I'm just thinking
These
of the
Giff, basically just handing them over medals. I thought we were going to a workshop or something. I could steal something there.
I mean, you might be able to steal something here.
We're in a workshop. I thought we just met some Giff on the street.
It's not. No, I mean you're in an office.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay. So
how many Giff are in here?
Just the one.
Oh, is he deliberating, being kept busy with Braxon? There's got to be something I can steal on there.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah. So
He
Braxon
goes.
says the medal will be...
Hold on. He goes through the list. That's okay. He's going through the list of potential medals, and one of them catches your ear. It is the leadership through engaging potential foes as allies in the cause of greater victories.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. Dying in the cause.
As this is he starts to inform you about the details of this, and then says, as this is a leadership medal for higher ranked individuals, this one is 100 gold pieces.
Great.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you're gonna purchase that one.
yes, please.
Okay.
It's just like a little souvenir shop.
It's an office.
Yeah, but he's got like medals.
He's got a desk. So. Yes, there's medals all over the place.
It's like military recruitment service.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, he's the head of a small mercenary group. You know, it's the office of the commander of a small mercenary group. So you're purchasing this one and the other 5.
Yeah, and the 5 commendations they were, weren't they?
Yeah, valor in the face of a mind-controlled companion. Okay, so he stands up and goes to a cabinet and starts sorting through it. Mostly yes.
Oh, come on! There's got to be something I can grab. Is it like a statue, a medal, anything? I just look overly interested.
There's a paperweight in the.
That paperweight will do.
Okay.
I swipe the paperweight, trying to cover my body completely over it and do it behind my back.
What's your pickpockets roll?
It's like 30.
Well, let me know exactly what it is.
30.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's not a skill that I was invested in, nor would I ever. Well, I was trying to like.
It was nice knowing you, Lafdul.
It's a really nice paperweight.
As you are reaching for it, you accidentally knock over a small container that holds about 4 quills, and they make a kind of they scatter across the top of the desk.
I pick them up and put them back on the desk.
He turns back to see what's going on.
Sorry, I was just looking at this paperweight. I thought it was a collector's.
Yeah. He immediately starts going into a lengthy story about how he was rewarded this paperweight by an elven commander a number of years ago in the defense of an elven man of war ship.
Really looks at this paperweight. He's not convinced by this story.
So the paperweight is it's got a marble base and a sculpted tree on top. It's clearly an elven design. It's not very big though, but being marble, it's pretty reasonably heavy. After he finishes his story about this defense of the ship, he says, that paperweight means quite a bit to me. He turns back to continue collecting the medals.
Take a pen.
Yeah, take one of the quills.
Yeah, I was going to take one of the quills. As I'm putting the quills back, I position it so that he may not have noticed that at a glance that there might have been like one of the quills are missing.
Okay.
Because I've now rearranged the quills.
You managed to pocket one of the quills easily.
Yay.
See, and now, just so you know, the first roll was a 97.
Yeah.
That was a big botch. Even with the bonus that was giving you, that was...
I knew you were giving me a bonus, but I was like...
But I gave you a bigger bonus for the second one, because you created a distraction that was plausible, and then pocketed something in the confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind in the future, so that you have a new holy symbol. Alright, so it's a quill. There's your holy symbol.
Yeah.
Alright, Braxon does not notice you pocketing the quill.
No. Good.
Alright. So you pay for the medals and then commendations, Braxon.
Who are you going to have present me with the medal?
Yeah, that's what Braxon asked. Who would normally present these?
Usually a superior
well,
officer.
Normally it would be the captain of the ship, but in the case of, crew or subordinates who feel that a higher-ranking person deserves something special, normally that would be the second in command.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I can do this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So do I need anything to say I'm authorized by the Giff to do this? Just can present them.
Yeah, you just present them, yeah.
Right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Do I need to give you any documentation that goes on the records?
You just list their names.
Is their commanding officer not keeping track of that?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go then.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Thank you for your time.
He sees you out.
And thank you very much for telling us the story of the paperweight with the tree on it.
Oh yeah, you know, that reminds me of another story.
Braxon did that one on purpose.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like sighing. So
you know, I cut myself off expecting a little comment like, "Oh, sorry, we really must be going." But since you didn't do that, you're stuck listening to another lengthy war story.
as long as it's not about a quill. As long as it's not about a quill.
It's not about a quill.
Thank God it's not a quill.
Finally, he finishes the war story, and you're able to escape from his presence.
Okay.
That did end up taking a lot longer than you probably anticipated, though.
Yeah. Right.
It's like Tinker Gnomes on Kryn. Come look at this invention.
Who else was it that Braxon wanted to see?
There's more.
Yeah. Braxon was reading about exercises, and he's heard of exercise hoists.
Lafdul raises an eyebrows. Like that.
Yeah, get you ready for combat.
I don't think you would have heard about something like that.
No?
No.
Okay.
The exercises that it describes in the book are not along those lines.
Okay. Fair enough. Do they involve any sort of equipment?
No, not really.
Okay,
nothing that you would need to go purchase.
Okay, well then the last thing Braxon wants to get hold of is a man catcher. Magical if possible.
Not
Wait,
magical.
what?
None are magical. But you can get one of those. Let me see what the price is. Give me a second.
Are they? Do they? Is the actual catching bit like a rope or something?
No, it's
Or is it like a chain?
it's like a claw.
Yeah. It's just we've been up against several creatures that we couldn't hit.
Now keep in mind that man catchers are pretty big. I mean, they're considered polearms.
There is that.
Giant pair of tongs. That's how I'm envisioning it.
Right, that list does not include the price. Let's see. I think they're normally 30, so yeah. So you can get one for 45.
Okay. 45 gold pieces.
Yes.
Okay. That's probably about as much shopping as he needs to get done.
Okay. They are two-handed weapons. They're large weapons, so just FYI. They weigh 8 pounds.
Yeah. Oh well, he was thinking of hanging it up in the ship.
Okay.
So
That's
that
fine.
if we get any more creatures like skeletons that people can't hit, we can use that to fend them off.
All right. All right, so you go purchase one of those. Lafdul, do you tag along?
Nah, he's heading back. He's got his heli symbol.
You're done. You're not like, I wasn't expecting this to be so time-consuming.
Yeah, I've got some errands to run at the Elven Sample. Yeah, I'll catch you there. Bye.
All right. So, Braxon, you purchase one of those. Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I can think of.
Okay. I saw that Higgimus, you wanted to do something while Braxon was getting that picked up, that stuff purchased and everything.
Well, while we're docked here, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a day that he has spent doing all this, so it's a day that you can spend doing something else.
Okay, excellent. I need to buy some flowers. That you would be in like a vase or something like that.
So like cut flowers as opposed to potted.
Cut flowers.
Okay.
Yes, cut flowers.
Okay.
And then I will go to where Baloriana is.
Okay.
If I'm able.
You are. Cut flowers are pretty expensive.
That's okay.
Okay. You're looking at 30 gold pieces.
5,000 gold pieces. I'm right,
sorry.
right?
No.
How much was that?
30 gold
I couldn't
pieces.
hear you.
30
30?
gold pieces,
Okay.
yeah.
Done.
Okay. So you make your way towards the Elven Forest to pay Baloriana a visit.
Yep.
Okay.
And just want to tell her once I'm there, just say thank you. I think we've found the place where we might be able to do something about your condition, and I just thought that you need some sprucing up here, and I'll leave the vase there.
Okay. One of the attendants smiles and nods as you leave the flowers, liking the gesture kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll ask if the one priest person that I talked to last time is still here.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah, ask if I may speak to that person.
Yep. They conduct you to his side. He's currently tending to another injured elf.
I'll patiently wait.
Okay. And when he finishes, he comes to you and says, "Yes. What can I do for you?"
After visiting the Elven station on Refuge, we believe we found the place where this tree thing is that you're talking about before.
Oh, that is fantastic news.
Yes, or we found a way to it. Thing I was wondering is if you have any additional information, give us about what we need to do once we get there. I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about Elven deities and that sort of thing.
Well, I really don't know. Given that Neuralis is basically directly asking you to do something, I would assume that he will let you know what he expects when you get there.
He's gonna give me another dream or something?
Perhaps, I mean, how the deities interact with their servants is entirely up to them. But if I had to guess, I would suspect that he wants you to rescue the item, which he, knowing a little bit of its powers, I believe would be able to heal Baloriana. Therefore, I would expect you to bring it back here. Indeed, yes.
I was told that it's part of this grown ship thing. Or base? Would Higgimus call it a base or?
You'd probably call it a ship.
Ship?
Yeah.
Very large ship.
Well, Neuralis would not request of you to do something that was impossible, so there must be a way.
Okay.
Exactly what that would be, I could not tell you. You may just have to find out what the situation is when you get there, or figure something out on your own.
I see. Alright.
But I do believe that he would be wishing it returned to his people.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
Indeed, indeed. I look forward to your turn with this wondrous item in your possession.
I will do the best that I can.
From your dream, the tree wasn't like grown. It didn't really look like it was grown into the ship. Like they're all one and the same kind of thing. Exactly how you would like. I mean, you don't know trees, so you don't know how you would separate the two. But
how big is this tree?
Well, it was a little hard to tell from the dream because you don't really have much. You didn't really have much to base it on, but you're pretty sure that it's not like a 100-foot giant. You know.
Okay. For some reason, the way you described it before, I also did like giant oak tree type of thing.
Not quite that big. No. But I mean, it's not a bonsai tree, but I guess in terms of size, you know, maybe 15, 20 feet tall kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's still pretty big, but not...
About the size of a Japanese maple.
Maybe something like that.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that'll be something that you'll have to figure out when you get there.
Gotcha. Excellent. Once again, thank you for your time.
Oh, indeed. We hope that the returning of this item can do wonders for our people, and we would be most appreciative of your service.
Yeah, hopefully it'll appease your god. What'd you say his name was again?
Neuralis.
Neuralis. All right. Yeah, that guy. And Higgimus will depart.
Okay.
There's two more things I wanted to try to do.
Okay.
One was to visit the Tinker Gnomes area and see if they have like an engineer shop or something that along that lines, and see if they have anything interesting.
Throw a stone and you find one. Like blindfold yourself, spin around, throw a stone, and you'll find an engineering shop.
Okay. I go to that one, and then I will see if they have anything interesting that might be able to buy.
Okay, so you enter the shop, and it is loud. There is clanking, there is clanging, there is steaming, there are whistles. There's metal on metal, wood on wood, sproing sounds, whoosh sounds, you name it. It's almost like a cacophonous assault on your ears going in there. You see items for toasting bread that looks larger than the kitchen, the mess on your ship. There are items for scrambling eggs, again, larger than the mess on your ship. What kind of things are you looking for?
I was just looking for like little gadgets or something, like maybe.
They don't do little.
They don't do little.
They don't do little.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind that basically everything is a Rube Goldberg device.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so on top of toasting bread, the machine that toasts bread will also wake you up in the morning. It will also turn your the pages in your daily handbill, informing you of the latest inventions in the Gnomish district. It will also put your socks on for you, and most importantly, it will also make a boing whistle sound every time it's completing a task. Most importantly.
I see. So nothing. So I'm going through and looking at all this stuff, and nothing is like a small device type of thing.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, if there's something that you specifically wanted, then maybe. But
I want something that will warm my tea in the phlogiston. without fire. Yeah, something that won't blow up, but will still warm my tea kettle.
So you...
Thunderstone's a thing in 2nd edition.
What?
Thunderstone's a thing in 2nd edition.
I'm gonna go with probably not, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like a range thing in 3rd edition. You can throw it, does thunder damage. I was wondering if that could be utilized somehow.
Not really. So one of the you talk to one of the gnomes, and he says, "Oh yes, well I understand one of my friends has been working on that for quite a while now. He has not been able to work out all the kinks. A slight problem every time he lights the fire to warm up the tea in the phlogiston."
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, okay, I got you.
Hasn't been able to work out quite all the kinks yet, but I'm sure given enough time and enough bandages, he'll make it work.
Oh, okay. I'll check back later then for that.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, warming tea in the phlogiston is not something that they have been able to figure out yet. They kind of like their steam and fire.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I will leave them with that then.
Have any of the Tinker Gnomes ever traversed the phlogiston intact?
Yes.
It doesn't seem there seems to be like a high mortality rate or something.
Oh, but see, that's what the giant space hamsters are for. But no, there does not appear to be anything small of that nature in their shops.
Okay. I'll see if I'll leave that area then, and I'll go to the place where I normally go to get my bombs.
Okay.
And see if they have any more made.
They have 3 more available.
Available?
Yeah.
How much are they charging for them?
Oh, great. 75 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Yay, I did write that down. Yay.
Did?
Oh, okay. I did. I had to double check. When I said, oh, great, I was like, I might not have written that down last time. But yes. So you've restocked on your spells.
Okay. And then I wanted to ask the group, we still have this fist-sized emerald.
Mm-hmm.
What did we want to do with it? Do we want to sell it, or do we want to try to take it to like the wizard's college or tower to see if there's anybody there that can do something with it?
They can do something with it, but I don't think we got the means to afford it. Unless we got a spare major helm.
Okay, do we want to hold on to it then?
I guess until we get the means. Well, they might buy it from us. I guess they would want it for using it for their own use. But
Well, I mean, that
better
goes
if
to selling.
Ideally, I'd rather we keep on to it until we can afford to get it made into a gem tree thing or something.
Oh.
Okay.
So it could be made into a useful item.
Yeah.
Um,
It would probably involve a quest.
I've heard from somebody that the pure or the nicer the quality of something, the better it takes enchantment. Maybe.
You could probably inquire about it, though.
Yeah.
Higgimus probably would not have heard that.
No, Higgins wouldn't have heard that. Okay, never mind. Take that back.
That is probably one of the types of things that Higgimus would, if he had heard it, it would just be whoosh right over his head.
Oh, okay.
What's the quality like on this gem?
That gem is flawless.
Oh, so it's perfect.
You detected no imperfections, no inclusions, no scratches, no flaws of any sorts. That's one of the reasons why it's so valuable.
You might want to invest in finding somewhere safe to put it. Lafdul offers his pocket dimension. May not see the gem again, but he'll never tell you that.
Okay.
You should roll it.
Or his safe. He's got a safe with master lock on it.
Oh, does Brawl have a storage place, a depository, like refuge hut?
Bank?
No, it does not.
It does not.
It does not.
I was gonna say there's like several thieves guilds on Brawl, but yeah, Braxon would know that. Higgimus.
Yeah, Higgimus would know that.
No, but I mean, there are banks in the form of lending facilities and places that will do lending or underwriting and stuff like that. Investment and stuff like that. But there's no
vault.
Yeah, no storage vaults of other than warehouses, which are only as secure as you can make them.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, I'll just keep it locked up on the ship then, I guess.
Okay.
You could hide it on our asteroid.
Keep in mind that you don't really have much there other than the dwarves working at the moment.
Yeah, and then what if those dwarves are like, oh, look at them, this gem. It was embedded in the stone. Yeah, I swear someone looks like they were trying to hide it, but no, it's part of the stomach. I swear. Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's a bad idea.
Okay, so we'll just hold on to it for a little bit.
But also holding onto it's a bad idea.
It is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think he means holding onto it as in keeping it in your pocket at all times.
Right.
We'll keep it locked up. Okay. And so we're not doing anything with that. I got my shield already. Old said, so that's marked off the list there. We have these arm guards, 4 arm guards, bracers. Yep. I'll kind of turn to Leva and say, Leva, these are kind of, we think they're protection ones, so I kind of think that you should use these.
Protection.
Yes.
Did we identify them?
Yeah, you identified them as protection. Oh no, did we? No, I don't think we did.
Let me check. Hold on. No, you did not. You did not. You failed to identify them.
Well, we think they
failed.
are.
We tried, but failed.
Yes.
I think before we have Leva put those on, we might want to get them. Can we hire somebody to identify them since we failed?
I'm not going to be cursed.
I'll tell you this for free. You can basically
them.
never find out whether something is cursed until you actually try to use it. Almost all cursed items are going to appear to be beneficial until you start using them. So I'll give you that advice for free.
Well, I mean, to figure out what exactly it does, can we go to the Mages Guild and pay somebody to identify it again?
Well, I mean, they detect it as enchantment, charm, and combat protection. So.
But it's later, so can Leva still cast spells with later?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only arm guards, braces.
Yeah, but you can't identify them again until you level up.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't use
them.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
she can eventually figure out the protection after enough use, but she has to be hit.
I mean, if they give her a benefit, if they give her a passive benefit as opposed to requiring her to do something, as in the case of like bracers of archery, then she'll benefit them even from that, even if she hasn't identified it. And if it's like bracers of archery that give you a specific benefit when you do a specific thing, it's not going to harm her in any way.
Okay, I'll try them out.
Okay.
Now the question is about weight.
They weigh 1 pound.
Do they go over a rope or under a rope?
Under.
It's just got rope sleeves.
Under. They're right on the arm, so.
Like tattoos.
And it's pretty.
Well, if you can't see them, it doesn't matter. I'm asking because Roll20 is 6 pounds over the actual weight.
Well, I mean, if you need to keep a separate thing of what your weight is, so.
Yeah, I end up having an Excel sheet that I use.
Yeah, I have had to do that, and that's not exactly fun. But once you've done it, it's easy.
I know I've talked.
Isn't-
I've talked to the guy who's currently maintaining the sheet. Let him know about some of the problems with that. But I may do some tweaking, like testing to, on like Bloriana's character sheet or something like that, to see if I can figure out where it's getting that problem. If it's like the fractions, because I know I've told him about the decimals, that it's not keeping track of decimals. But if it's like rounding every decimal up to 1, then that would help.
Doesn't armor not weigh you down if it's used in combat? Magic armor.
This isn't armor.
Oh.
This is like the equivalent of a ring. In that, I mean, that's why she can wear it.
A magical utility.
I mean, it's just something you strap to your arms. I mean, bracers are normally leather. They're specific. Like, one of the main things that they're designed for is to prevent a bowstring from tearing up the inside of your arm when you're.
Yeah, forearm protectors.
Yeah. But they're just magical protection, so. If it's a, bracers of defense.
Do I feel different after putting them on?
Nope, not really.
More encumbered, slightly. The usual thing.
Okay, so we got that taken care of. Good.
Yep.
The only real way we can test them is by seeing what happens when we get into a fight.
Try hitting lever a few times. She might not magic missile you back, but...
Well, thing is we're starting to come across more and more dangerous stuff. And there's going to come to a point in time where we're not going to be able to intercept things as well.
Mm.
And I like the idea of her having those bracers, because she can't wear regular armor and still cast her spells, so...
Makes sense.
Yep.
I keep hiding behind you, Higgimus.
Until it turns against you.
So that's all I have, really.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
Did we split up all the potions? No, we didn't.
Nope. 2 of them you weren't able to identify, for one thing.
Did Ockar want to do something?
I had no plans.
You didn't want to see a family?
Oh, no, he'd do that off screen. That's not really something we have to roleplay.
You've just been quiet, that was all.
I've just been listening to what you guys have been doing.
Okay. Anything else?
If we need to get rid of these potions, or pass off these potions, then that might be a good idea, too. We have a spooky one, Alteration Air, nothing. We don't really know exactly what it does. Another one that's red, Necromancy Unknown. Feed and Awake Alert. We have an extra healing potion.
I think I was going to take that.
You were going to take it? Could you write down your list, please?
It is on... Let me take my character sheet. Yeah, I have the positive extra healing on my character sheet.
You? Okay. And we have a protection for weapons for warriors potion.
Does that include the ranger paladin? Oh yeah, it does. Sorry.
Yeah, that includes rangers and paladins.
It's useful to any of you.
Which one of us gets hit the most?
I don't know. It's usually spread out pretty well.
Well,
Yeah.
Higgimus.
Who's in the front line the most?
Usually who's in the front line is me and Higgimus.
Braxon.
And Braxon.
And Braxon. Well, Yeldan stays back.
I say you just row for it, because honestly, any of you can benefit from
Okay.
it equally.
Roll D20, highest.
That works. Roll D20, highest gets it.
Oh, Higgimus, if he's just going to crit you out of oblivion. Oh, 2 times. Did they roll
Braxon.
again? Oh.
Braxton roll. Braxton roll.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Braxton gets it.
Braxton got a 20. There's no way we can beat him.
Is that the potion of extra healing?
No.
No.
Protection from weapons for warriors.
Oh.
It's a metal vial.
Right.
So we don't know what these elemental potions are, and we don't know what the necromancy potion is. More than likely, it's probably
Did we actually try to identify those?
Yes.
Yeah, we've heard.
Okay. Unknown. Yeah.
How many identifiers can we get if we paid for one? It's still like 1,000 gold, wouldn't it? But we get like several identifiers.
It's basically per item.
It's just guaranteed identify.
I'm carrying
it's
around,
not
like...
guaranteed identify because there's
Oh.
always no matter how high level you are, there's always a 5% chance of failure.
Oh, so it'd just be a temp level
actually,
mage.
There's always a 5% chance of failure, always a 5% chance of being wrong.
Alright, 10%.
Yeah.
It'll be off. But it would just, regardless, just be a temp level mage.
So I am also seeing a magical warhammer that has not been identified, and the wand that has been identified. That has not been distributed yet.
Oh, we also need to, we also need to get that, second layer of that big potion identified.
Second layer.
Oh yeah, didn't you want to invest in like a straw or something so you could drink different layers? You want to inquire about that at like an alchemist shop? See how one would go about drinking that. Maybe they'd know.
I think you can just pour it out.
We need to figure out what the red syrupy liquid layer is.
Alright, do we want to take care of this? Try to figure this. I mean, that's going to cost a lot of money. It's 1,000 gold pieces to figure that out.
Let me look at my money. I
think since it's a potion thing, we can just try it out.
You know what? I'll be the guinea pig.
Alright.
It's a second layer. How are you going to get it out?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of, a straw.
Can we invest in a straw?
Or what? How would an alchemist? Alchemist surely would know this.
Maybe you have to drink the first layer before the second layer becomes available.
Let's go ask an alchemist. They'll know.
There really aren't alchemists per se on
An apothecary.
Brawl.
Apothecary or whatever it is.
Apothecary. They are not familiar with this particular item, so they don't know. But if you do ask someone, they're just like, why don't you just try pouring it down into another container?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for the moment, it's 3 potions in one. But I guess that would take time in combat.
I thought it was 4 potions in one.
Was it 4? I thought it was 3.
5.
5 potions. It's 5.
My
6.
God.
6, sir. 7.
6.
But it refills. So how are you gonna empty one layer if it refills?
I think it probably takes time.
It refills.
Just like our bag.
Let's try it. Let's try and see whether it actually refills, whether we can get it empty at all.
Well,
that identification could be wrong, though.
First, let's try to see if we can move the yellow liquid that's the topmost layer into another container. We probably have several empty potion containers that we could put it in.
I have metal vials that I have spare, but I do use them for my potions of extra healing. They're only 5 silver each.
Old?
Yes.
Does the top look in any way weird or different to normal tops?
Oh, you mean the cap?
Yes.
Not really.
Does it have a spout or anything that looks like it could move?
The container that all of this is in does have a little spout.
Oh, so it's designed to pour.
Mm-hmm. So let's pour it into empty vials.
Alright, so we need to go buy some vials.
There's no buttons on the handle, is there? We've just not. It's just double checking.
There's no buttons, no handles,
There's
nothing.
nothing remarkable, just the spout.
Alright, so you're gonna do you want to pour out each layer into a separate container?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I have 1 empty vial here.
Just get some metal vials, they're 5 silver each.
Okay.
So 5 silver each.
All right, so you've got.
Okay.
Make a note that you've got 1 vial of each of those layers.
Okay.
And then I'm going to test the red layer.
Okay, first of all, so you pour out each one, and when you start to pour for the first one, you notice that there's no mixing, even though you're turning it. So when you turn it, the first layer pours out alone, as if the ones below them, even though they do wobble a little bit, as if you can tell that they're liquid. But they do not mix, and when you pour out the first one, it's like the other layers are solid in that they don't pour. Once you have finished pouring the first one and you, set it back right, and then start moving it again, then the next layer starts moving around like liquid, and you're able to pour that one out. So, given that, you then pour out each layer, and the container at that point is completely empty.
All right.
You put the cap back on?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to test out the red layer, see what it does.
Okay.
You taste a tiny bit of it.
Yeah, tasting a tiny bit of it.
All right. It's very sweet, but you don't notice any effect.
You have to try something.
Here, cut your hand open, and then.
No!
I mean, it's definitely
Well, no,
it's definitely something that you would drink. It's not an oil,
It's a drink, not an oil.
so it's not something that you would put on your skin or something.
That's not what I was getting at.
You could try jumping, concentrating, holding your breath, running, try to climb something. You just go for the usual motions.
Yeah, I'll try doing various things like jumping around, try to climb. See if the potion has improved anything that I'm just not noticing.
Doesn't seem to.
Concentrating? Well, it'd probably go as fast as it would.
I mean, the effects of whatever whatever you tasted wouldn't last very long. You pretty quickly realize that in this case, this is something that you don't think would indicate what it is just by a taste.
Well, shit. I mean, crap.
That's only slightly better. Is that the only layer that we didn't get identified, I assume?
Yep.
So I'm not actually looking at the potion information. Yeah. One was flying. What was the other one? The other effect?
Okay, so there's a dark blue, which is healing. 4th layer contains a purple liquid that grants perfect health. 3rd layer contains
Restoration.
time and aging.
I see the heal or
Second-
restoration.
And then
Sorry.
The other one's flying.
Mm-hmm.
Is it replenishing? Is it refilling?
Probably takes time, just like our
Magical purse.
yeah.
Or it refills once we drink all the potions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be one use of potions. We just have to mark that vial and put it somewhere for a while.
Yeah.
Should I hold on to it so I can put it in the pocket dimension? It's probably the safest step.
Yeah, I guess that would be fine.
What should I remark it as? A vial that held 5 liquids?
So I know that a legend lore is 1,000.
Call it like a decanter thing.
So I know that doing a legend lore is 1,000, but if you were to just pay for an identify spell, would that be super costly?
It's pretty costly, yes.
It was
how
about the
much?
same
Yeah,
last
it's
time.
about
I
the
think.
same.
Oh.
Legend lore won't, like, the difference between them is that legend lore gives you legendary information about the item that is going to fail on things that don't have legendary information. You can't legend lore a potion, for example. but it will also, like, it'll give you legendary information about a wand, like, you know, so-and-so used it in the battle of whatever, and, you know, you may get some information like it was able to put up a stone wall blocking the advancing forces or something like that, but it won't necessarily tell you every single power it does, whereas Identify, if successful, will tell you every single power it does, but it doesn't tell you in detail. You always need to figure a lot of this stuff out on your own.
It's like the wand that Leva had, the wand she would say as power over air or something.
Mm-hmm.
That would be Identified, but Legend would say it would have multiple effects.
Well,
we did cast
no. Identify would give you the multiple effects. That one, it can create, you know, a misty blanket around you, or a foul-smelling or deadly-smelling air, or something like, you know, stuff like that. That's what Identify does. But it won't say it casts Fog Cloud, it casts Stinking Cloud, it casts Cloud Kill. So, alright. Did you guys want to hand out those potions to people, or, you know, the ones that you poured out?
Yeah, let's do that so that we'll have that taken care of.
Okay.
And we won't miss it. Let's start with the healing one.
The perfect health.
No, the healing one.
Here's the dark blue. Dark blue healing.
I already have a healing potion. Who doesn't have one? I know.
I have the extra healing, so I'm fine.
Braxon got the potion of vitality. Don't know if that does healing.
Do you have a healing potion though, Braxon?
No.
Okay.
You take that one now.
Yeah, take the dark blue healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah, you might want to mention that it's from the decanter. In your notes.
Dark blue from decanter. So that Ald knows to kill me when I drink it.
Higgimus would like the purple one because it's purple.
What's the purple do again? Does it fly?
Perfect health.
Perfect health.
I think the third one is haste, really. Time and aging.
I think I'll pick up the pink liquid one.
What's the pink liquid?
That's the time and aging.
I think that's haste, but I may be wrong.
Probably have the document open.
Well, I'll know whenever I decide to use it.
Okay, and the final one? Obviously, I am assuming that you're not going to distribute the unidentified one yet.
He wants to fly.
Lafdul already has means to fly, so...
Higgimus likes flying. He might take that. If nobody adapted.
But you already took the purple one.
I did take the purple one. Oh, somebody else wants it. Okay.
Yeah, but Yeldan isn't here, and Leva and Lafdul have other ways to fly, so feel free.
Just decide. Someone take it.
Well, for now, I just say he'll take it. You know, we can always redistribute them, given situations.
Yeah.
Press it into Higgimus's hands. I'm sure he won't let it drop.
Who's taking it?
Higgimus.
I'll take it.
Higgimus.
Okay.
I will take the red syrupy one, the unknown one.
All right.
Yay, you get to test it out.
Lafdul likes to live on the wild side.
All right, sounds lovely. All right, are you just gonna like put the empty beaker like on a secure shelf kind of thing for now?
I'm putting it in my bag of holding. What are you on about?
We can just set it up in a secure shelf in the ship. It looks fancy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I thought we were putting it somewhere safer. Or...
It's up to you guys.
Who is going to steal an empty vial?
Well, no, because it was a...
I think
you seen that vial was magical.
It might not stay empty. It might fill up again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I wanted to hold on to it.
Okay, yeah.
Because I can put it in a pocket dimension. It's the least likely.
Just call it the decanter or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I did. I wrote it in chat.
Okay, good.
It's it might not fill up in a pocket dimension.
If it doesn't, then I'll take it out. There's only one way to find out.
Okay.
Just realized, when's the last time we looked after our purse?
When we got back to Brawl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Higgimus is on top of the money.
Okay.
Afterwards.
All right. Are you guys finished up everything that you want to do here on Brawl?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we should head off. We have been here a while.
All right. I actually made a note for Yeldan, but he is not here today. So, oh well. Misses out on an opportunity. All right. So, you guys finish up the stuff that you're gonna do. Did you want to do any resupply or anything like that?
Yeah, we should probably buy up ours before we head out. Real quick, Braxon, did you ever learn how to use the Warhammer?
What Age's Burden?
Yeah.
Proficiency in it.
Are you proficient in it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is anybody else proficient in Warhammer?
I'm proficient in footman's maces.
Would anybody else? Okay, so we had this Warhammer, the Orcish one. Would anybody like to use that?
No, it's like my rapier. I'm just holding on to it.
Okay. So no, we're just holding on to it right now.
Hold on to it if he wants to. You get a low tier encounter. You can try it out. You know, like some, non-threatening
he's got like
enemies.
a billion weapons.
I know, but if we know what it is, we can sell it.
Is it magical?
Yeah, it's magical. We just don't know what kind of magical. Well, we got a vague idea. It helps in combat.
Okay, maybe I can learn what it does, and so we know what it does.
Okay.
Shall I hang on to it and we say it's not mine yet?
Okay, that sounds fine.
I mean, you can. It's yours until you decide that it's not. How's that? I mean.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, and lastly, the wand.
Do we know anything about what it does?
Yeah.
Locate minerals, weekly charged.
No, I'm not talking about that one.
Oh, what are you talking about then?
I mean, that one hasn't been used at all. But I'm talking about the...
There was one Leva took.
Oh, did you actually take that one?
Just a moment.
Oh,
yeah.
Foot long shaft of... No, that's another one. Oh, God.
Which one are you talking about, Ald? Can you describe it?
It was the thin black spruce shaft.
Huh?
With black metal tips.
Was that a new one?
Detected as alteration, enchantment, charm, invocation, evocation, elemental earth, elemental water.
We've not tested that one.
I don't see that
I was pretty sure that we gave that to Leva.
I'm pretty sure too, but I can't find it.
Write it down now.
I don't have it in the list.
Then
write it down now.
Write down now, then.
I may have to do this to redo the whole list, because if things just disappear. Remember, I told you I copied it. Do you have a? Could you paste it into a chat somewhere, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
I have a question for Old, actually.
Yep.
Since we're still technically on Brawl, I would have checked around to see if there were any more supplies of Sandman powder, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, same price. There's another vial.
No, I was just curious to know if there was. But that's like how I asked the merchant just to see how often he comes across it.
Well, I don't get much call for it, so I don't stock it very often. I mean, sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't.
I say it's quite well. It might be unique to me. I mean, I've already got 2 vials of the stuff.
Definitely not unique to you. But
well, I don't mean it. I don't mean an outfit.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
but yes, it's not unique to that spell. It would also be useful in a variety of magic items.
Maybe I should have worded it differently.
I mean, there's very other than material components that are manufactured, like an amber rod kind of thing. Well, even that I know is not, but like the metal tube you need for Melf's minute meteors. No material component is unique to just the one spell. All of them are useful. It's
generic enough. Elemental stuffs get used in a lot of things anyway.
Yeah.
It's a type of earth elemental, so. I don't know. Don't matter.
Okay. Anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay, then let's take a break now, and when we come back, we will shove off from Brawl and get going. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll pick up the game then. Just a second to get everything going back, and so yeah, run to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever.